Oh, it's you again. The lords and ladies of fate. You've once again found yourselves in the self-proclaimed only Twitch TTRPG stream that allows you, the viewer, to significantly impact the stories being told on your screens. And you can do it for free. In order to do so, you must spend fate chips. These are our loyalty points that you earn just by watching, following, hosting, subscribing, or just engaging with us in chat. You can then use those fate chips to heal your favorite players, summon in a custom item, or make our players say silly things. You could even force the adventurers into random encounters. Tonight, we're playing Tomb of Annihilation, an adventure module for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. Joining me tonight, we have our cast, consisting of Jeff playing Kenneth Noisewater, the halfling monk.
Hello.
Hopefully soon we'll be joined by Jen Washitashi, who's going to be playing Stallion the Fearbreaker. Yeah, that little guy. The Dwarven Paladin. We also have myself playing Jacob Bruce, the Human Ranger. Next, we have Felix playing Scrod, the Human Barbarian. And lastly, we have Keyblader playing Xavier Thatch, the Human Rogue.
Hello, everybody.
And then to mitigate the will of the fates, we have our very own DM Dave. No, not that one.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Chilt. I believe we have another installment in Letters to Lenny to get us back up to speed from where we were last week. Scrod, take us away.
Dear Lenny, we took the Yanti back to the garden of I believe it's Nangalore, and gave her to the Calray the Medusa. She got a nice new garden sculpture out of it, and we got a few items as a thank you gift. Kenneth got a nice new cloak that seems to make him get out of people's way. Xavier got a new Red Rider crossbow. Jacob had a magical Beth figure horn and a very leathery sack that said Gucci on it. Stellian got a flail that has some kind of vaping attachment. And I got a horn that lets me summon up some new playmates for you. So, anyway, after we got our gifts, we went back to Kersibal and brought the Black Orchid to Ashara, their high priestess. Well, she prepared to give us wings. The group, well, Kenneth and Jacob anyway, went to relax and wait. Stellian said he was going, he had just found his place he called Florida and went off to practice with his new flail. I hate to say this, but Princess Luxinare took me to her room to ask about her skull chalice that was going to allow her to take back control of Uwu. Xavier and Stallion seemed to do some hijinks to listen in on me and Luxinare's conversation. Well, there wasn't much to talk about because she allowed me to talk and ask one of her friends, I believe it was the Winduke's Aqua, a question. And oh, I have some great answers. This was amazing. Can't wait to tell you later when I get back. Anyway, Ashara finally was able to get together and give us wings. Xavier got nice new dragonfly wings. Stallion got falcon wings. Jacob got some sort of a bone contraption. And Kenneth got tiny little hummingbird wings. And I got something. Anyway, Jacob and I found some cards. I'm not sure what they did, though. Anyway, we'll go back to dealing with the death curse now. Please take care. Scrod.
And Scrod hurls this vial off of the cliffside balcony of Kersibal, flexing his now 2 pairs of arms as he watches it sail and splash in a small puddle far below. Very quickly, let's flash back to that moment where the Omuan princess Moatsanare contacted her warlock patrons, the Wind Dukes of Aqua, on your behalf, Scrod, and allowed you to ask them one question, to which they would give you a truthful answer. You are in the void, wind whipping at you from every angle. It takes your breath, it takes your speech, it takes everything from you, but still you're kept standing. And all around you is the sound of the Wind Dukes speaking. Speak, mortal. The wind died down for just a moment.
Where is my friend now?
Your friend is safe. Do not fear for them. The path you walk holds far more danger. And then
I believe that was a directive question. I believe where was the word we were looking for?
your friend is in Port Nyanzaru. The wind whips up again, and you are back in Moatsanare's chambers, lying on the floor, breathless and sweaty. And you wink at Xavier, poking his head up through the hole in the floor.
Fog of glasses.
It was this one.
Back to, you have just completed the ritual with Ashara, as she is helped up by Ying Matona and the other monk who aided her in this ritual. You all notice that she is wingless. She looks much smaller than she once did, and frailer. Scrod, as you picked up this card, you feel something drain out of you. Something hard to describe, but it just, you feel more susceptible. You feel more vulnerable suddenly.
Yeah, I think it's because I got these extra arms on me.
Xavier, as you pick up this card,
Neat.
you suddenly feel significantly more persuasive. In addition, you become aware that there is, back near Baldur's Gate, where you started this journey long ago and met Syndra Sylvain, there is a keep with your name on it, known as the Dragon Spear Castle in the high moors near Baldur's Gate.
Neat.
You know that innately. You also know that it is overrun with monsters.
Well, if it's in Baldur's Gate, I'm pretty sure the guards will have taken care of that by the time I get back, so.
Fingers crossed. As Ashara is helped to her feet, she waves away the two monks helping her and stands of her own volition. Looks at all of you and says, I can grant you this power for 10 days. If I try to hold the magic any longer, I will never be able to perform the ritual again. And my wings will be gone forever. So 10 days from now, make sure you're on the ground. Just write that down in your calendars or something.
Of course.
That's my Google reminder.
What time of day is it now?
Or lows. Right now it's midday. Let's say it's noon exactly. She finishes the ritual at noon.
Okay, nobody do a significant shift of latitude.
Highs or lows, somebody, anybody.
Lows.
Yeah.
Scrod, Ashara squints at you,
Oh, shit.
and then yanks the card that you're holding out of your hand. She examines it and then looks up at you and she says, "Where did you get this?"
Well, it kind of fell out of the hoard. I figured it was like a receipt or something, like a bill of sale.
And the horn came from where?
The Medusa, the garden. She gave us a reward for. Does not anyone? No one listens to my letters. Nobody. Anyway, yeah. So I got a. Yeah, we returned a prisoner to the Medusa was trying to kill her, and she rewarded us with some really swell gifts.
I have good news and I have bad news. Which would you like first?
There's not a Captain Kirk third option, is there? Let's go with the good news.
The good news is I can tell you where to go to fix what has happened to you.
Okay, I take it the bad news is what happened to me.
The bad news is something terrible has happened to you. It would have gone a lot better if I had just given you the bad news first, but I wanted to give you the choice because, I just feel like it's important to give people the choice. But then, narratively speaking, it kind of backfired.
Well, thank you very much for at least attempting to leave me with some agency in this, because chat sure as shit didn't.
She takes your map with your consent.
Yes.
And
Oh, this map.
Marks way out here to the west, past Mbala. She marks. She makes a mark and says, "I've heard tell that in this region, past Mbala, there resides a guardian Naga of great power. If you pass her trials, she can bestow powerful boons, lift powerful curses, and answer any question you may have. Unfortunately, the curse, the magic that this particular item," she holds up the card, and actually, as she holds it up, you can see that it's starting to disintegrate in her hand. Xavier, the one that you're holding, is also starting to slowly turn to dust from the very edges inward. She says, "This is a powerful magic far beyond me. Yours, unfortunately, was a negative effect. But if you were to seek out the Guardian Naga here, I believe if anyone can help you, she can."
Okay.
Can you identify my stack?
That never gets old.
She takes it, looks it over, and says, "This is the lightning sack of a Behir."
No.
Which you can. It's got a one-use area attack, or I would say once per. I would say you could recover it, but it has to recharge. And then in Hammond's Hammond's harvesting handbook, you can look up those 2 items that it says you can craft, and let me know if you want to start crafting those.
All right.
But in the meantime, it can be used as that little ranged weapon, but it has to recharge on a long rest. Anything else?
No, I feel like we probably shouldn't delay.
She holds out a clawed hand, and behind you, you realize that the wall of this monastery is entirely open. You remember, and the wind blows in. You can see Chult laid out before you.
Well, a better time to learn than now, right? Ah!
Kenneth, just before you go, you one of the monks tugs on your belt and hands you a pair of gloves, bowing repeatedly as he backs away.
Thank you.
I don't know what those do.
We all, we trust me. We already looked that up.
I can see in the chat that you.
Oh crap! That's all I'll say. Oh crap!
I'm alarmed.
Remember,
Well, look, I'll look
to
at
break
it.
our game.
Yeah.
You get to break our game for free. Welcome to Lords and Ladies of Fate. I've got Tiamat's Cloaca. That's gonna be fun to craft on.
One after the other, you spread your new wings and soar out over the jungles of Chult, high above the treetops. You can see as you start making lazy circles, the lush garden of Nangalore. Ahead of you to the west, you can see the settlement of Grung that you passed by, surrounded by a magical and dangerous-looking hedge maze. Beyond to the south lies the mysterious floating rock you spotted from atop Firefinger, along with another concentration of undead energy. Further to the west, the massive white-topped plateau of Mbala looms, to the north of which you know Stallion's old camp lies, and beyond which the wise guardian Naga, I didn't write this part in, but lives. And to the south, beyond yet more undead, lies the lost city of Omu. Where to first?
How fast are we traveling exactly, Kia? We got some altitude.
Hey, look, Stallion's here.
No, Stallion's joined us in flight. It took him a while for
Ahoy.
lap.
Stallion,
My
your
vote-
Falcon's wings catch up to the rest. You are all taking flight from Kir Sabal for the first time at this very moment.
Hell yes.
My vote is to go check out that maze that we passed. That would make this much easier to do.
Yeah, I'd be concerned like at the
But I
maze.
hate to ask, what might be in the maze that will help us relieve the death curse?
I don't know.
Intrigue?
Sorry to be a dick, but I'm gonna ask about the death curse.
Isn't
It could be amazing.
What's the time limit on like Scrod's thing too?
Oh, it's forever.
Should we have that looked at?
Yeah, we'll get there.
I don't know. Yeah.
Sorry,
Hold on a second. I really appreciate that. I'm willing to roll with it. I'm willing to roll with it and play my arms.
Wasn't sure how imperative it was.
Oh, well, wait until I blow a few saves, then I will be absolutely obsessed with fixing this.
Yeah, we're heading in that direction.
Yeah.
She also answers questions, and she validates parking.
Ooh.
We literally talked about what to do next, guys. Where are we going?
The maze. I would say.
The maze.
The maze.
Yeah, it's on the way. It's on the way to the next.
Maze?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
it's on
right,
the way to
the-
the next star area that we're going to over by the floating
that
rock.
giant dice roller, right? It's a giant dice roller.
Yeah,
The maze, yeah.
No,
Okay.
yeah, the thing at
and
the
the
center.
big Pez looking guy inside. Yeah, the big dice.
Yeah, that's that.
All right. You flap your wings, flying through the sky without having to deal with the thick undergrowth, even with Jacob's amazing ability to find his way through the jungle. Traveling by air, you're just so much quicker. You reach the small settlement in about an hour. As you approach the settlement, however, you see a seething swarm of undead surrounding the entire maze.
Oh.
Dozens of undead are impaled on the spiked hedges, twitching feebly, but dozens upon dozens more still mill about outside the perimeter.
Okay.
Xavier, as you
Yes, I can
fly
feel that
overhead.
now.
Go ahead and you can rearrange yourselves over on this side of the map in whatever arrangement you guys are flying around.
Far back.
But
right?
Xavier, as you fly overhead, you can see among the horde of mostly zombies, there are quite a few faster, more powerful-looking undead creatures stalking through the horde. Ghouls, just like the one that invaded the market back in Port Nyanzaru.
Like, oh crap, guys, there's more undead! And there's faster ones! Oh, no, not again! Oh god, I'm having flashbacks.
Yeah, they haven't got through the maze. Not our problem.
We gotta go there.
No, we gotta go. No, we gotta
Then we can
go.
fly over them.
So
Yeah,
when
we
they
gotta
come
go
in,
there.
though.
Then we can fly out.
Yeah, what height are you flying at?
I can barely breathe, so.
I'm above Sam range.
I'd say probably like 70 feet. I feel like that's probably a good range.
How old are you?
What?
All right,
Yeah,
crossbow boy.
I imagine
What's your
Kenneth
crossbow
would
rate?
be going all out, just flying,
Yeah.
flying every which way and doing the
Crossbow,
loops.
crossbow boy. What's the range? What's the effective range on your crossbow?
100 feet.
All right, I'm at least going 100 feet.
105 feet.
Yes, I'm gonna Price is Right this. I'm 101.5 feet.
All right, it's a little more difficult for you to make out what's going down on the ground, but you are safely outside of crossbow range, heavy crossbow range.
Oh, we gotta hydrate in chat.
Oh, that's actually just the best. That's actually just, like, you know, premium range is 100 feet. I actually have, like, 400 feet at long range.
Oh, okay,
So-
that's what I need to know. Because if you can shoot us, I want to know what we could possibly be attacked with from the ground. Does that make sense?
Like, what they can
I'm not
attack-
saying I've watched a lot of YouTube clips of things, but I've watched a lot of YouTube in the last couple of months.
I got a quick question. So the infusions that I can do, do I have to do it right after a rest, or is it like within I can only reset it once a day after I do a rest?
So you have to do the infusion at during the long rest. It finishes at
Okay.
the end of the long rest.
That's kind of what I thought, but I wanted to make sure.
If you want to have one, if you want to have done one at the end of the last long rest, I would allow it because we're still figuring out the artificer stuff.
Yeah, then I would say I'd want to do the returning weapon on my trident.
Yep. me see. Do you know how to do that? D&D Beyond?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
that's one of the. No, I don't. Wait, yes, yes, I do. I click buttons until it works.
Yep, that's the way to go.
Button mash.
There it is.
Yes, absolutely. You can have the repeating weapon on your trident.
Have we landed, or are we kind of just like hovering?
I'm assuming you're still hovering until I hear otherwise.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not about to fucking go down in there.
Yeah, I feel like that would warrant a different discussion.
Yep.
The urge to Leroy is strong.
So, can we actually see inside of the maze area there?
Yeah, you head forward a little tiny bit and peek down into the maze. You can see a few undead shambling about inside the maze, and one of them has even made it a decent distance. But even as you watch, that one bumbles into a dead end and is devoured by snapping vines in an instant. It seems like they are not making much progress, but there are a great deal many more outside ready to probe the defenses further.
Mow this place down.
Make a perception check, Jacob.
All right, here we go. 15.
All right. Let me see one thing.
Oh man. Homie me is just on fucking fire, guys.
Yeah, you just barely see the suggestion of movement going in the opposite direction here towards these zombies. You can see a group of these green-skinned, small, frog-like creatures creeping ahead, daggers in hand, ready to set an ambush.
So somebody identified these before, right?
Yes, you guys are aware that these creatures are called grung. There are many different varieties. They have sort of a caste system almost. Not to get into too much of a hairy territory, but they are very territorial, and generally they only speak their own language. They're sort of very tribal and don't take kindly to outsiders. I would say that's what whoever knew about grung knows about grung and passed on.
Okay.
Oh, we can talk.
Am I to understand that every single little mini character outside of the maze is a bad boy
Yes.
or
Yeah.
a bad girl or a baddie? And then
Yeah.
also there are some in the maze, and then also there are some in the moat, and then also there are some upon this thing in the middle?
Yeah, it's a tactic.
So it's like a full-blown army.
Yeah, this is like an invasion force.
What, the zombies or the things inside?
Both.
Zombies.
There is a horde of zombies outside. I would say, yeah, inside you can also see that there are a good deal of these creatures huddling in shallow pools, as well as a group of them seemingly guarding the shrine.
I think they're just trying to live their best life here.
Oh, yeah. I had a quick meta question because I regretfully didn't understand. Were they inherently evil?
The grug?
Yeah.
I don't.
No, they're not inherently evil.
Well, because the things outside are.
Yes.
guys, if they're not inherently evil, we're here to steal from them another F. So, do I? So I don't have a battle guy.
Are we stealing from them, or are we just going to borrow it?
Sorry.
I think he's asking a question.
All right. Are we going to steal it, or are we just going to borrow it? I mean, we could always bring it back.
But we don't even know what it is.
Yeah, what are we feeling?
I don't know, but I'm sure it's important. It's going to be helpful for us saving the world.
I mean, probably in the big temple, maybe.
Felt pretty.
I mean, if we
How
help
we doing
them,
on
they
that?
might give us something.
If we help
Yeah,
them,
they
they
might
can
give us something if we do a thing for them. They did huck spears at us the first time.
Stallion speaks up and says, "There's I feel like there's more information for us to get. We should get as high as we comfortably can and move forward a little bit more.
Oh, I don't smoke.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna go reading
Let's
Rainbow.
blaze
but I
a
don't think it-
fat one and then move forward. That's what I meant. Who's got the bong? Okay, cool. Let's just that's Stallion's take is that we move forward a little bit.
Move forward.
Sure.
I mean, I'll do some recon.
Let's do some
Yeah,
recon.
I don't
So
want to
there
get
are-
too close to the grung though.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, Stallion wants to run in, but Josh doesn't want to do that to you guys, so I'm reeling him in.
Well, can I sense Scrod's Leroy sweats? Would that be acceptable? Like knowing Stallion's propensity to be a bit like Dakar and just like F off into trouble.
As well as his god and his orders devotion to the utter destruction of the undead menace.
Yep.
I think
It's
those
sort
two
of,
things combined would give you a little bit of a warning that this is a good time to keep a leash on.
You got that clenched fist when there's undead nearby.
He's grinding his teeth. His eyes are glowing white. No one's sure why. And he says to you guys, "I guess we should do some recon." Something.
Let me at him. What?
I like we're all just flapping like this.
Right. Yeah. Meanwhile,
So the strategist in me says that we should probably go from the side that's furthest away from the entrance, because the ones that will get in, there's probably enough of them to handle. Whereas if we clean up from behind,
Yeah.
there's less at the end.
Who's-
Oh,
Sorry.
Um,
want to
can I say, like, who's the smart ones in this group? Not our group, their group.
oh.
in whose group?
The bad guys. Who are the smart undead? Who are the smart bad guys?
Oh, the undead.
I'm thinking in our team. Like, could you guys? I mean, which one's the smart ones?
Xavier points out.
The ones with the red circle around them.
Yeah, the one.
Red
Ah.
Exactly.
The darker
Yeah.
circle.
Yeah, there's
that
there's
guy,
a
he
few of
looks
them
smart.
that have these.
I don't see any circles.
Oh, hold on. Let me show you my glasses.
One's really close to Jacob right now.
Yeah, I don't see color, so
It's hard to make out, but once he points out, you can see that moving through the horde are some sort of creepier looking, quicker undead that you recognize from Port Nine Zaru and from the Hellmouth battle.
At this point, Stallion is sweating bullets.
yeah. I mean, do we? If we know what they? I mean, I'm flapping and I'm saying I think we should attack from behind. I think we should attack those guys from behind. I mean, as much from the back as we can, Xavier.
Okay.
Really?
Like they're smart ones. Let's kill the smart ones.
We got too close to us, so.
It looks like the maze eats them up if they get through.
Wait, so no recon?
Oh,
Stallion
sorry.
fight?
Sorry.
Wasn't
Sorry, guys. I'm gonna go for. I'm kind of feeling the meat sweats with Xavier or with Stallion. Like, kill the smart people. is only my battle cry at this point.
And then you just hear Stallion Fear Breaker, and he runs in and he attacks the closest one to you.
I hope you're swinging that mace thing.
Oh,
He's
my.
flying low, baby, and he's gonna swing that mace at the top of the head. I guess we're in initiative now.
Oh my God, he just ran in.
Yeah.
If you're flying down and getting in melee range, then yeah, we're getting into initiative.
I was gonna chuck my trident.
Yeah, I was probably
Big
just gonna
one.
shoot at him from up here. I mean, like, or if they
Right.
have ranged
Yeah.
weapons, then I could just take them all out. If they don't have ranged weapons, I could take them all out from a safe distance.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be the smart play.
Yeah.
And there's us.
Meanwhile, Stallion's fighting a Zombode, a smart Zombode.
Yeah. While we're in the middle of
Discussing how
initiative,
to
I'm
fight
gonna. Oh,
All right.
yeah, I'm gonna yell at Xavier. Obviously, use the new BB gun,
Hell yeah.
and down I go.
Stallion, as you swoop down into the zombie horde, 5 or 6 of them take a swing at you. Only one connects, but you take 6 points of damage.
He takes it and he goes, ugh! Is that all you got? I just leveled up, baby! Starts wagging his wings to get a little bit higher.
Yeah, go ahead and make your attack on the zombie as you swoop down, though.
Okay.
You're down in the thick of it now.
That's right. Down here where he wants to be. I thought the plan was to hold on meta. I thought the plan was to keep me on a leash and not fight them. What happened?
Well, we didn't have enough time to do anything before you
Yeah.
flew in.
Yeah,
No. There was a lot of talk of it. That's the thing. You got me real thirsty. We were talking about attacking.
I'm going meta here, and I'm saying you're looking at 2 players that just willfully picked up, deck of many things cards just because. So that'd be damned.
Because it was.
He's not going to use Devotee's sensor, because that's only a 1-use situation. Originally, that was the idea. I think he's gonna fly.
I mean,
he's gonna fly down.
The healing is a one use, but every time you hit, it does extra radiant damage, which is good for zombies.
Yeah.
Oh, so I can actually just use this.
Yeah.
Oh, for some reason, when I read this, like, this can only be used. Oh, it's this property.
The healing thing can only be used once a day, but the rest, you can attack with it to your heart's content.
And that's the perfect thing to, like, swoop down and smash a zombo's head.
Yeah, exactly. Bonk down, run,
That's-
or fly down
That's
and bonk.
18 for the hit DC. Yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah.
elk bonk.
I kind of like the idea that you just drag it below you as you just fly at full speed.
3 damage, baby.
Oh, ouch.
It's 1d8 plus 2. I rolled a 1.
What?
It's the damage we love to see.
It
Yeah.
should roll your radiant damage too, though.
It did do it, like, together. So what do I roll for radiant damage?
It's another D8. It's just if you can just do a D8.
Yeah,
then whatever
you
that
could have had
is.
a D8.
Could have had a D8.
Sorry.
I don't get it. 4
I'll be over here.
damage.
All right.
Is that a V8 joke?
Yes.
Why did my
I
brain
needed-
think something? Somebody explain this.
I agree. There.
You knock the zombie's head back. Its neck broken, and then it cricks it back forward, ready to fight again. Jacob, what are you doing?
Oh no.
This is the smart one down here.
Yeah, that's
Or
the smart one over there.
Okay, so let's see. Let me see my range is on this thing.
I think the Triton's 15 feet, if I remember correctly.
It says 20, yeah. So let's see. Am I within?
20 without disadvantage, up to 60 with disadvantage.
Okay, so I'm in range.
Yep.
I'm gonna chuck it. at the smart one.
Things are gonna get a little hinky when we take into account that you guys are vertical.
Right.
I'm gonna say as long as you're not like 100
Directly
feet
above.
in the air, if you're not 100 feet in the air, I'm gonna say if you're within 5 feet or so, it's fine.
Yeah, and I'll, get within range.
Yeah.
Height wise. Ah, man.
For that guy, that's not enough, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's a no hit.
As a no hit.
No hit.
Oh,
But the trident sinks into the earth behind the creature, who just ducks out of the way at the last second and then looks up at you with piercing blue eyes. But then, Jacob, you reach out and the trident
near that thing
leaps out of the earth, returning to your hand.
And as it's doing that, it goes through the zombie's head and kills it, and we beat it.
Unfortunately, no.
But I will use my bonus
you have
action,
a bonus
the
action.
Hunter's Mark it.
Got it. You hunter's mark this fella. His hunter's marked.
How cool would it be if, like Thor's hammer, when he recalled, it could destroy shit on its way back? That'd be so sick.
We don't have Marvel money, so no.
True.
All right, Scrod, you're up.
Oh, shit! I've actually got a turn. Nearest cool guy is the one that Stallion's attacking, or nearest fast.
This guy who's skulled up is the smart guy.
No one else is
Smart
attacking
looking
us. No? Okay.
Jacob
I was.
took a throw at it, but it didn't connect, unfortunately.
Okay.
And now he has his hunter's mark on it.
Okay. And that doesn't help me.
No, it doesn't help you.
Okay. Now, I just want to ask Meta-wise, because I want to find out how screwed I am.
Yeah.
Attack rolls are not saving throws, right?
Correct. No. Saving throws are only when something targets you with an effect or something goes wrong and you have to react to it. That's a saving throw.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for that. Those robes are well earned, sir.
Thank you.
All right. So I'm obviously very upset about them impinging on the rights of some other living creatures. So I need to anger out. And I want to find out which hands change.
Forehand.
So do you not resist the?
No,
I do not. Well, shit. Yeah, I'll attempt to resist the change.
Okay, so wisdom saving throw. Okay, wisdom saving throw. -5. I mean -1. I rolled a 6. You got a 5.
So I thought it was -2.
Well, it's -2 on your already existing bonus. So your strength saving throw is still a +5.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Thanks.
Your wisdom went down to a -1. So I rolled a 6, -1, 5. You Hulk out. Sprouting claws.
She-hulking.
Yeah.
Okay.
All 4 hands sprout claws.
Yep. Only 2 can use for damage.
Only 2 can use for damage, but all 4 of them sprout them.
I got extra hands now.
Yes.
Seamless. Here we go. All right. Whack on this guy. I think I get 3 technical attacks. I think. Because I get caught.
Yes.
Okay, now I need to find my character sheet. Sorry, guys. Where's my character sheet? Where's my character sheet? What a piece of shit.
Yeah,
I did.
twice as part of the same action, and then once again as another action.
But it also kind of another two attacks.
I think it only does it once on each of your turns when you attack with a claw using the attack action. So only one action. One attack, I But
Sorry.
you get 3 claw attacks.
3 claw attack. Yeah, because it all went over my head because it's filled with rags. Claw, 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 claw. Or a beast's claws. Here we go. We got 7. And natural 1. Congratulations.
Swooping in. Oh no.
I swooped in. Sorry. I swooped in and rolled a nat 1 on my attack roll. So let's start the evening out right for Scrod.
No.
I think it's ate some dirt.
As you swoop in, you also get some zombies trying to claw up at you. In their anger in their desperation to try to attack you, you see one of them sink their teeth into another one and take a good chunk out of him. But for your natural 1, this attack was made with a claw. That's the one I drew somehow.
Yes. Oh,
Your
good.
damage is reduced by 1 for a minute. A D4 for 1 minute, and I rolled a 1.
That's it?
So,
Oh, I broke a nail.
That's it. Yeah, you chipped a nail.
Well, yeah, that's not a lot. Okay, I think it's down to 5 then. I rolled a 6 total damage.
I think that hit, unfortunately.
Oh no, I mean I rolled a 6. Oh, it wouldn't matter because I didn't hit at all. I got
just barely. You almost still did, but you tied its AC over here.
Oh no, that was my damage roll because I was an idiot. I'm gonna roll my second attack then.
Okie doke.
I apologize. I rolled damage because I was an idiot because you said the word damage, and Pavlovian dice rolling took over.
It's
Second.
This really.
1.
Wow.
You are so cursed with that you can't use the dice roller anymore. I'm banning it. Because I rolled with the dice roller for you once before and got 3 natural runs in a row. 3 natural ones in a row.
I'm gonna roll
happened
again.
twice in a row for you.
Roll again. Roll again.
I'll go
Look at it
Google.
again.
Got a,
Look at it again.
look
Come
at
on.
Google said I got a 14. A 14 with God knows what my bonuses are.
This is absurd.
14 with 7.
Yeah, that hits that huge hits.
Dang, why are they?
That absolutely hits. It's ludicrous. I feel like Roll 20 just has a vendetta against Scrod. Oh no, it's D&D
It's because
Beyond.
I'm jacked.
Yeah,
I
they're
rolled
jealous.
4 damage. I rolled 8 altogether.
The
Minus
nerds
4.
at D&D Beyond are jealous.
Yeah. They skip leg day. So sorry, guys.
So you swoop down, take to re-roll that one. Oh no, you did just re-roll one. So do your damage on that second attack,
I rolled 14.
and then
The second attack was an 8. With the minus 1 is 7.
upkeep dope. That's a hit. 8 damage.
Mhm.
7 damage total, and then you got 1 more.
Wait, 1 more? I'm gonna roll this. I'm gonna throw this on fucking D&D Beyond just for the fuck of it.
Let's see.
Okay, I'll take it.
There we go.
13. 13
Yeah.
is an attack.
A little more damage.
And why does it? It keeps me. It's like I gotta. Alright, I can clear all. How come it keeps bringing shit up on the side window? Some of us don't have thumbs or fingers. Alright, 10. Not
There we
minus
go.
1.
You take down a zombie. More fill its place.
Five.
Kenneth.
I always thought I was hitting. I thought I was hitting an ass.
Can you go into more detail about Morphil's place? Do they apparate out of thin air?
There just are so many that Scrod down there, it takes one down, it falls, and immediately another takes its place.
Okay, I thought I was attacking one of the smart ones.
Oh, one of the big boys? Yeah, it's that guy.
Yeah, I hate to do that to you.
He's dead. It would have done the same dealio.
Okay, I apologize. Yeah, our overall SOP is now to attack the ones that might be leaders.
All right, so you take out a smart one.
Relative.
A relatively smart one. Claw it to shreds, and you see the light leave its eyes as it collapses. But as you look around, it doesn't seem to have any effect on the horde around you.
Huh.
Artist Simber is still flapping his wings, but from a small pouch is taking out a crumbly leaf from a leathery pouch and packing it into a pipe that he then snaps his fingers to light and takes a long puff from.
Okay. Kinda. We talked about getting high.
He looks at you, Xavier. Would you like some?
What is it?
Old Toby.
I don't know what old Toby is.
Oh, well,
What do they teach?
no hurt in trying it.
Do I want to try it?
Yes,
Not too
yes.
loud.
I want to see what happens to that crossbow.
I don't fancy their chances down there, so I'm just gonna wait until they come to their senses.
I don't know.
Kenneth, you're up.
I don't think I want to fly into a giant herd of zombie things down there either.
Our artist offers you the pipe.
Wow, yeah.
All right, our artist takes one more puff and then hands you his long, elegantly carved wooden pipe.
Oh, thank you.
You take a puff and you feel nice. Xavier, you're up.
Okay.
Maybe we should say something to them.
We're having fun.
I guess I will use.
Strahd with his four clawed arms gives four clawed thumbs ups.
I'll use my steady aim, and I'll shoot at this one. Right, oops, wrong one. The one right next to right here, right
Okay.
there. And where's my actions? Q.
It's
23
Yep.
to hit.
Oh yeah.
Hiya, or 13 damage and
Plus.
9 sneak attack.
Shoo! You cut down one of the zombies.
And that's it for me.
Dragonbait sort of floats over to him. River Mist and Flask of Wine both flap forward, knock bows, and fire. Okay. Heads, flask of wine, tails, river mist. River mist's bowstring snaps as she draws her second arrow. The flask of wine's arrows strike true. River mist's first arrow strikes true as well. They pepper one of these zombies with arrows, but it keeps staggering around. And on River Mist's second attack, her short bow string snaps. Just the string, not the whole thing. But she lets out a frustrated grunt. Stallion, yes, we are back around to you.
So Scrod took out the zombo that was directly in front of us.
No, actually, wait, the zombies didn't go.
Oh yeah. He's scrolling here on the old map.
Critical hit. Oops.
Why won't my mouse do what it's supposed to do? There we go. Okay. I think at this point, Stallion's gonna kind of look around, noticing that one popped right back up. And he can, like, so I think he, if you want me to roll a perception for this, I can, because I know he's like in battle, but
roll a perception real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, in the thick of battle.
Yeah, that makes sense.
With advantage though, as you can get a little bit of a height.
Got a 17.
Nice. Yeah, so you're looking as you look around, you notice that from the tree line in the distance, it looks like more zombies are just flooding in towards this area.
Okay, so with this information, knowing he's in initiative, he's in battle, he's with Scrod, he kind of led the charge here. I think he's going to cast Thaumaturgy and make his voice boom, try to reach everyone that can hear him within 30 feet, which should be the majority of the team.
Yep.
Hopefully including the people who did not join. I think he notices, he can feel, he has a sense that it's just him, Stallion, and Jacob. I'm sorry, him, Scrod, and Jacob. And he heard, the breaking of the bow behind him, and he's looking around. Yes, basically he can see the writing on the wall. And he makes his voice boom, and he says, mistakes were made. We should get out of here. I don't think this isn't our fight. And he disengages from whatever zombie's closest to him after casting Thaumaturgy and saying that.
All right, you flap your way up and out of the horde of clutching zombies, kicking your way out of their grasp and rising above the horde. Jacob?
Well said.
So I'm gonna go. Can I tell if this group? Let me get my clicker. This group of what are you guys called again? Grung. Are within eye view of this zombie.
As you make a perception check with advantage as you gain a little bit of height and peer into the maze.
8.
Oh.
8 total. Actually, you've lost sight of these grung entirely. What you see is a sort of strung up corpse. That zombie has been dismantled, and whatever grung unit was doing it, you've lost track of.
All right. All right. I mean, I'll go back to the group. Yeah. What do you guys want to do? Should we abandon this and move on?
Scrod as well. Are you flying up out of the Zombo horde or staying down in?
Where's the next bad guy?
Right next to you. They're surrounding you.
Well, no, I mean the next smart one.
Oh, the next smart one is probably yeah. You see through the horde. You see it trying to move towards you.
He's like 40 feet away.
Let me see.
That's what you got, man. You got 40 feet.
I'm making a wisdom save. Oh, now it's good. 14, so I have no idea. Actually, 14 with a -2. Failed my wisdom save, so that's good. I think, right? I can just do an old-fashioned roll under.
Yep.
Okay. I'm putting that up just to the fake. So the thing to do would have been to listen. No. Barely looked, decided, nope, I'm going to take a whiz here. And I think I'm within, like, just flappy flat distance of the one bad guy, right?
Yeah, you can flap over.
So I just flap over, just take him out.
All right.
And because this is a thing, I'm going to leave this up to D&D Beyond. I know, laugh.
As you fly away,
Wow.
Woo, natural 20, baby. As you fly away,
Yeah.
you can see 2 zombies pick up the smart zombie that you just felled under its arms and try to get it to move again in some semblance of the motion that it had in Undeath, to no avail.
Put sunglasses on.
They put sunglasses on it?
Yes, and one of them reaches in and throws a sweet pair of shades on the flopping head.
You're welcome, chat. You don't deserve Dave. Chat, you do not.
Maximum damage, and you may make another attack with disadvantage against the same target. So you get a 4th attack this round. So go ahead and do your
It's not
damage.
that. But, damage, okay.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Roll a 6.
So 10,
10
so
with a
20.
minus.
It is still alive, but only just.
Well, it's going to be less unalive in a minute. That was 9.
Yeah, so this one's with disadvantage.
14, and then the disadvantage on this.
Alright,
Well, I
still a
guess
hit.
I'll take the 14.
Yep, still a hit.
D&D Beyond is hot and cold, man.
Wow, yeah. My goodness.
Well,
It's bipolar for sure.
All right,
it rolls a
that
6.
fells the ghoul.
My mouse, I will say, my mouse does have a problem double clicking stuff. So you can decide to take whichever roll you want if I accidentally double roll. All right.
Okay.
I apologize. My fingers
That's
are
fine.
they're like this.
Say Levy.
All right. So I don't know. He's dead, and I can't
Yes.
do anything else.
You got 2 more attacks. Oh, but there's. I mean, there are zombies within 5 feet of you. I feel like I've done a disservice by scattering the zombies all around. There are so very, very many zombies.
It's just a sea, right? We can walk
Yeah,
up.
I did a disservice by thinking I could just do it representationally. That was my DM mistake.
Okay. Oh, because basically you're looking at these zombies and going, these are rookie numbers. All right. Well, I can slash between two of them, but clearly the death of what I thought was a smart one didn't impact anything.
Yeah, you took out a couple of the smart ones. You look around and you can just see more and more zombies filling in. Maybe it's you think you pushed off the inevitable, but you think maybe that carving your way through zombies is going to be a losing game.
It makes me so mad.
Do we have any reason to believe that this maze isn't going to handle this quantity, or
that make a Arcana check.
Ooh, okay. I'm good at that. 17.
So you can see that as you look, another group of the zombies push forward into an area of the maze, and then the maze changes around them, and they are just chewed up. You think that the maze seems to be holding them off for now, but given how many zombies are coming, you don't know how long that'll last. They might just be. You can also see that there are zombies piling up on the outside of the maze, and not pretty soon, but within. Let me roll one of my weird dice. Within a few days, you believe, they might just have enough bodies with them coming at the rate that they're coming to just climb over, and then it won't matter.
Can we tell the source of where they're coming from, or?
As you look around, they just seem to be swarming in from the tree line in all directions.
Huh. What do you guys think?
There's slightly more of a concentration coming from the south. Slightly more coming from the south than the north. But you know that's also where another one of the concentrations of undead lie on your map.
Well, that was our next destination. You guys want to head there and see if we can't reduce the number of baddies coming out?
No, I think now I'm quietly being mercenary about this and thinking, well, maybe there's some artillery, maybe there's a HIMARS in there they're not using right now.
It could be, but unless we steal it.
Damn it.
I don't think they're going to give it to us willingly.
I think Stallion has made his position clear. He's ready to go.
Go where?
Anywhere but here.
We can still fix you up, Scrod, if we had to leave.
Well, there's this cool thing over there, and you persuasive. But okay, let's go. This was kind of pointless, like my life.
It was your job to keep me out of battle, and you
We'll
failed.
come back when they're thinned out a little bit. How about that? Sounds better, maybe.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm just like,
I mean, we could sit here and
damn
shoot
it.
them all for the next 4 sessions, and
Right.
yeah, that ain't gonna. Nope. All right, no, I'm persuaded. I saw it. I just listen to the smart people. That's what I was told.
Smart people says, cut off the faucet.
The hell does that even mean? I've got. All right now, I'm presenting myself with a reciprocating saw. I don't think that.
What the hell does that even mean?
Cut off the faucet.
Okay. So you flap your way southwards, leaving the Grung settlement behind. It takes maybe another couple of hours to get southwards around the area. Or it takes a couple of hours of flying before you start to feel a familiar sensation of that every 5 or 6 seconds, a wave of nausea passing through all of you.
Oh god, not again.
That thrumming. That lets you know you are getting close to another one of these sources of undead activity.
Is this pulse particularly bad?
Make an Arcana check.
Well, it's not my trap again. 17.
It's not as bad as it previously was when you were, in the cavern with the thing. But you get the sensation that that's just because you're not as close to it yet. You think when you get close to it, it's probably gonna hurt. It does feel different in some way, but you can't quite discern what that way is.
Okay.
As you fly your way southwards, you come up and over a rise and can see into this basin properly for the first time. There is on the western side, it's mostly overtaken by a lake that hisses and steams a little bit in the distance. You can also see a little more detail on this floating rock that you could see from Firefinger so long ago. A massive chunk of earth and rock drifts over the swampy forest, about 200 feet above the ground. A petrified tree towers above the stone, with its stone roots protruding from the bottom. Between the shape of the rock and the branching of the tree's limbs, it creates the impression of a gigantic stone heart hanging in the sky. The impression is only made more gruesome by the red liquid dripping from the roots.
Into the basin?
Into the basin below.
Is the basin itself red?
You can see that the basin is sort of tinged the same irony color.
Do we know if this is like normal?
You can make a survival check.
That's just like, it's a
The
normal
trees
tree
bleed.
dripping blood.
Well, more like is this supposed to be here?
It's a floating mass of rock bleeding from its anus. I don't think so.
So
Yeah, but it's just like, oh, it's been here for eons. It's like, oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
or like, oh
Yeah,
no, it showed up last week.
this is something called an earth moat. It's quite rare, but it's not unheard of. It's the result of powerful, often wild magic. So these things just sort of when there's like a sort of a confluence of natural magic, these are known to form. It seems like coincidence that it's shaped like a heart and dripping this liquid.
So it's super not natural, but it is something that happens. Okay, that's like some middle ground there.
Right, yeah.
Well, I'm incredibly.
I mean, we all have 4 arms right now, so I don't think natural gets to have a vote.
Right.
So it's been here for a while, though.
We were involved in that process. I think if you recall, you even did not want to be involved in that process. This is something where we're trying to figure out whether or not it was, it's been here or it was here, or if it was made, and it kind of seems like it's not made on purpose, but it's a result of crazy wild magic, which I think that means we're getting closer to the source of whatever the hell's going on. So, I think Stallion's advice would be to push forward and investigate further.
Towards the skeletons or towards the rock?
Towards wherever we think the source of the zombos was, and if Stallion, being the holy man that he is thinking that seems and looks evil, so let's go towards the thing that looks and seems evil, because possibly that's related to the source of the baddies. There's so many baddies.
Worst case is the floating rock will give us a good vantage point over the dead part.
Right.
Yeah.
Worst case, it swallows us, but best case, it gives us a good vantage point.
Yeah,
I'd want to do if we're heading towards the skeletons, I'd want to do a flyby and maybe collect some of this red stuff dripping off of it.
All right, so you guys are gonna swing by the floating rock on your way to keep looking for the Hellmouth.
That's what I want to do.
Yes.
That's what I want.
All right.
Okay. Oh,
Sounds like a good idea.
Quick question: are all of us going? Xavier doing a solo mission, or are we all
See you guys. Meow.
following Xavier?
I feel like that's out
I'll-
of Xavier's character.
I'll
horrific
cover
reason.
Xavier if he is going to do something. If you guys aren't
I think we
going.
can all.
Oh yeah,
We can all go.
Okay.
So like I said, if nothing else, we can maybe get a vantage point.
All right.
Right, and let's be real. Would Xavier venture off on his own?
Yeah, that's Xavier's
I think
gotten a
that's-
set apparently.
Well, I've gone off on my own before if it's something that's incredibly if I'm curious enough, he'll willingly kind of go into
I'm
danger
just
by
thinking of
accident. It's happened
I'm
before.
thinking of the walking backwards in
yeah.
the garden scenario as a big part of your
Yeah,
character's personality.
I forgot that curiosity will compel Xavier to do things he would not normally do. Sorry about that. Okay. Sorry to call you
The
a
rogue,
coward.
All of a sudden, I dipped a little bit because something seems heavier on my body.
Yeah, you do actually. You have a your coin purse feels significantly heavier all of a sudden.
You should get that checked out.
Yeah.
Can I feel my coin purse?
Yeah, it feels heavy. It feels.
Do that on your own time.
Yeah, whoa.
That sounds personal, my friend.
Can I open my coin purse and see what happened to it?
In the middle of. Yeah, I think you should. I think that's exactly what you do.
Highs or lows?
Highs.
Okay, you are as you open up your coin purse and you can see that it's quite a good deal more full than it was by about 100 gold pieces.
Oh. Neat.
And
Weird.
at that very moment, a gust of wind buffets you, and the coin purse almost slips out of your hand, but you cinch it tight and stuff it back into your backpack.
Yeah. Oh, that was close, guys.
It was very close. Highs would have been it fell out. I mean, lows would have been.
I got
Yes,
too much.
I guessed
ticket
right.
this time.
Hey, everybody, I have an emergency. I dropped a sewing needle somewhere, and I don't know where it is.
That is.
I
Just
dropped
stomp your feet to
Eyes
find it.
in the
Hold on.
tuna.
Somebody
Right.
call the
Eyes are
police.
low.
Jesus.
That's what Just walk around barefoot.
I found it. We're good. I found it.
As you swoop down lower towards the towards the floating earth moat, you can all see a cave mouth in the side of the slowly rotating heart, and a staircase winding from the cave up to the flattened top where the petrified tree stands. The staircase definitely isn't natural. It was carved with tools into the rock.
Neat. Interesting.
Is it dark in there?
Actually, as you swoop by, you can see there is a green glow, a steady green glow from inside the cave.
I think this is what we're looking for, boys.
Am I supposed to see any of this red stuff dripping off this thing?
Yeah.
Green is the color of evil.
You swoop around to the bottom, Xavier, and how are you collecting this substance?
Let me see what I have on me.
Oh god.
So, could we say that because I have used a potion of healing beforehand, would that just be an empty vial?
Yeah, I would say you have a vial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to use a vial to collect it.
Okay. Yeah, let me show you guys what you're looking at.
If it wasn't going to be
I
that.
so love that we're going Ghostbusters here. The hell?
Who are you gonna call? Tree Busters? What the fuck?
And then there's sort of the top-down view. Okay, so Xavier, yeah, make a. Well, no, you can just do it. You get a vial. You get it as full as you want to of the dark red. Actually, as you get this close to it, it sort of pales as you're looking at it in the vial. Something about the way that it plays on the rock itself makes it look a little more vivid than when you have it in the vial.
Okay. Does it seem like
But
a
it's
blood,
still-
like blood, or?
It seems a lot thinner than that. It seems watery. Make an investigation check. Yeah, make an investigation check.
Oh yeah. 21.
It just seems like it's maybe very mineral rich water. That maybe it's sort of dripping through the rock gives it this sort of rusty irony look, but it's just minerals.
Would it be particularly healthy?
It could be.
But that would
Make a
require a test, right?
Make a medicine check.
Okay. Oh wait, that's 7. Okay, it's a 9.
Yeah, probably won't kill you.
Are you getting all Gwyneth Paltrow up in here? Is this a Gwyneth Paltrow thing? You're not gonna stick it somewhere.
No, I'm merely just investigating this unusually mineral-rich water.
Yep.
I'm not dumb enough to taste it,
Yeah.
but I will test it on other things at another time, probably.
I believe Mrs. Doubtfire would have said, "It can't be taken orally."
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I guess I'll just keep examining it as I fly up to the rest of the group, which I'm guessing are I don't know where everyone is. I guess some are hovering around 1.
Oh, we're heading to the green hole.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I guess
so like 3?
I can drop you guys. I can put you guys on this map too. I don't have a grid for it. I just threw it together.
Is the hole for the petrified tree seem like it's big enough for us to fit into?
Yes. As you fly above, make a perception check. It's definitely big enough for you to fly into, but make a perception check as you.
Can I help with that?
7.
Sure. Yeah, Xavier flies up next to you.
Like, oh, what's that down in the hole, huh?
Trying to
It's-
peer alongside you. So go ahead and roll again and take the higher.
It looks dark in there. 14.
Dark.
All right. You can see it down inside what looks to be a pool of water. Perhaps what is leaking through the bottom of the stone of the earth moat and taking on that rusty hue.
Ooh.
Around, it's lit by this sort of steady green light between natural pillars formed by the roots of the petrified tree. That is all you can see from up here.
All right.
Can I kind of
Down.
lower, hover slowly in down the tree?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I don't know which
I think we
map.
should get
I'll
it.
use this map, but I'll go through that.
That one.
Can I?
So yeah, how many
can you
can
go to
fit at one
everyone's
time?
doing?
It's 15 feet across, so just about you could go like 9 at a time basically. You could all go in one layer, or you can sort of stack however you like. But it's big enough that you could all squeeze through, I think.
Is there a way for me to do like an Arcana or Insight check to sort of like try to get more information on whatever sort of magic this is or source of the magic?
Yeah, make an Arcana check. It's natural magic. It's wild magic. It's something. It's magic that lasts for millennia. Very, very difficult to dispel, and most people are like, "Why would you want to? It doesn't do any harm."
Okay.
That's sort of that's earth moats. They just sort of happen. Now they're not all hollowed out. Seems like something has done as that's not normal.
As soon as you said something,
Right. I think Stallion's flying down with everybody else, and he's gonna throw his cantrip on for headband of illumination and get as much bright light as he possibly can going out in front of all of us.
Stallion lights up. Jacob, you remember you have a torch in your backpack that you can light up if you choose.
I do.
All right. You light it up and lower down into the cave. The torch itself seems to light up almost brighter than. Oh, I want to reveal everything. There we go. Brighter than normal.
With that confidence, that I'm going to go fast.
You rocket downwards into this cavern. You can see there are some. First of all, you see this is the entrance to the cave down at the south end here. There are a handful of bookshelves lining this wall.
oh hell yeah!
On the opposite wall is a desk. And sitting at that desk is a young elven woman, scribbling away in a book, who whips her head around and makes direct eye contact with you as you lower yourself down into the cavern. There are also these two other caverns to the north. But their entryways are narrow and obscured.
Greetings. I'm Jacob Bruised, famous monster hunter.
She rises and gives a little curtsy. Valindra Shadowmantle, wizard and arcane researcher. Welcome. I suppose.
I mean, some people would consider this home invasion, but okay, you keep going.
Well,
She seems to be taking it in stride.
I'm sure it's not the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I must say it's the first time I've had guests from that particular entryway. Usually it's just the bats at night. But,
I like to make a show.
please make yourself at home. She gestures. She stands from the desk. And sort of rearranges her papers. Are you coming down to earth?
Yeah.
There's a comfy chair somewhere. I want to go sit down.
All right.
Are
Yeah.
these like tree stumps or are these
my
like
feet up.
root patches?
Yeah, those are they look like petrified roots from the large tree above. These are columns. The stump-like looking bits are the columns, but then they have roots that spread out from them that are have sort of been shaped over what looks like many years into quite comfortable looking seats.
Yeah, as soon as
Many
she
years
says make
away.
yourself at home, I'm just gonna kick my shoes off and find a nice place to chill out.
We've all sort of made our way down there, or is it just the two?
Up to
I
you
am
guys.
down there. Whoosh! Whoops! Right on top of the box. I am. I want to be next. I want to talk to her, but that's after everyone does their thing.
And oh yeah, let me get something for her real quick. Let me get a nice little token for Valindra Shadowmantle. She introduces herself.
We've been contracted by Sidra Sylvain to hunt down the source of the undead in the area. Might you have any information that could help us in this?
She says the undead scourge, the okay. Yeah, yes, certainly. I can provide you with what exactly are you looking for?
I guess mostly the nearest location of their I can't remember what it's called, the local source of where they might be coming from.
Yeah, so I've seen the cave myself. It's a filthy place. That one, you're going to want to watch out for that one because it any of the damage that it does to you, it will heal itself. So this one in this area is a little more dangerous. But I was in there myself. She's searching through papers on her desk, and comes up with a sort of a charcoal etching that she offers you, and she says, "Well, I do know he likes his riddles."
Right.
In Infernal and I believe it was Draconic, is another riddle. It's a language that Xavier recognizes. So Draconic is the other one. This riddle reads: knees knock, stomach drops, skin crawls, heart stops.
Sounds spooky.
And she says, I haven't been able to crack it myself, but if you figure it out, it should give you a little bit of an edge before you go in there.
Okay.
If you know about these, she's leaning on the desk now, one eyebrow raised. She says, are you planning a trip to Omu? At any point in the future?
In fact, we are.
She starts digging in the and in her desk again. She starts opening drawers now and digging. And she says, "I know it's around here somewhere. I've been researching things myself about what's been going on in the world with this death curse, this causing people not to be those healed by magical means. Goodness, it's just awful. And I found." She comes out with a small leather book that she flips through and shows you an illustration, a pencil illustration of a crystalline cylinder with metal end caps on top and bottom. Within the clear cylinder, a vague wraith-like form swirls, mouth agape in a silent scream. The drawing is labeled at the bottom in an ornate script, the Soulmonger.
I'm gonna be excited and like pull out my journal, like if she's showing drawings, and then realize she's actually giving us useful information and put it back.
She as you're doing that, she sort of holds back the notebook and says, "Oh, were you going to? Did you want to show me something first?"
I just was going to show some drawings. I thought we were just sharing some stuff, but
I'd love to see them.
Oh, great! Yeah. He'll pull out his book and flip through, showing pictures of the undead battle in the square. Port Belruvian.
Mm-hmm.
The boat wedding is in there.
Yay!
Hard to
You
explain.
hear her smirk when she gets to that point.
It's hard to explain.
Barely contained.
I like the idea that she looks over and there's like a "Love is Love" poster is up there.
It's got pictures of the big thing we fought in the last cave.
She actually pulls out another a drawing and compares it to yours. They look very similar. Although
She's not very good either.
The one she pulls out looks a lot more gaunt and sort of drawn out. And she says, "Interesting to see that there's some variety to them."
Or have you seen any like others from the area? Like, or is this the only cave that you're familiar with?
This is the only one that I know of.
Okay.
Anyway, so she pulls out this drawing now of the what she calls the Soulmonger, and she says, "I've been researching ancient tomes, looking for anything that could cause the sort of effects that would make this so-called death curse come to light, and I think the Soulmonger checks all of the boxes. It's less about the healing and more about the transference of a soul. If any creature has had their soul removed from their body and then brought back in, the Soulmonger can collect those souls along with those that are loosed from the bodies, as it were, while it is active. So I think everything in my research has led me to believe that that this is what's causing it, and I believe that the Soulmonger is in Omu. However,
Okay.
if you find it, do not destroy it. It is imperative that you keep it intact. the consequences for destroying it could be immense. They could be world-shattering. It's
Can I insight that?
impossible to know. Yes, absolutely.
Not very often, Xavier gets suspicious of a fellow researcher. 17?
17. She seems legit.
Okay.
Yeah, she believes that destroying the Soulmonger could have immense repercussions. She goes into this room, this sort of little chamber off to the side, and comes back with a small glass bead that she entrusts to you, Jacob. She says, if you make it to Omu, if you defeat whatever evil is there that is using the Soulmonger for its own purposes, because the Soulmonger is a device, you understand. Something is using it. Whatever is using the Soulmonger to take these souls. Once you find the Soulmonger, crush this bead, and it will be my sign to come to you. It will teleport me to your location, and I will be able to contain the Soulmonger myself, and we will be certain that all of the souls contained within can be returned to their rightful owners, as it were.
Fantastic.
As she hands you the glass bead, she takes your hand in both of her hands, and she says, "Thank you. You're doing good work. You're doing work that's going to maybe even save the world. And to think you just flew in through a hole in my ceiling." And she laughs.
Hey.
She throw her head back and laugh. Yeah.
Speaking of Omu,
First laugh.
Speaking of Omu, isn't there something like with wasn't the heir to this area supposed to be from there or something?
The Omu was at one point she's shuffling through more papers. At one point she pulls down a pair of thick, like Coke bottle thick glasses. Although you don't know what Coke bottles are.
That's like wine.
Thick. Yeah, wine glass thick glasses.
Oh. Yes.
And she says, the royal family of Chult was once generations ago situated in Omu, yes. But the merchant princes of Port Nyanzaru, I believe, have by and large taken control of Chult as much as it's possible to take control of Chult. I mean, it's a
right.
It's a jungle. 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. You understand? I've been able to carve out a little niche here for myself, luckily, where I'm not bothered too much. But really, it was a pleasure having you.
Well, I'm glad we flew in. Sorry about being a little unannounced. We weren't quite sure what we were getting into.
Certainly, it was a pleasure.
And actually, if you wouldn't mind, and I'm going to pull out our map and say, is there anything else that we don't have on here that we should, that might help?
Let me see. Xavier.
Yes.
When Jacob pulls out this map and shows it to her, you see a flash come over her face that you can only describe as hunger. It is there and gone in an instant. But
Like hunger as in like
she
hunger for knowledge kind of thing?
desperately wants this map. And in that instant, you catch something in her eye that's like, she wants that map and she would do anything to get it. And then she, boom, puts a lid on it. So quickly that you're not even sure you saw it, but you saw it.
Huh.
And then she smiles and reaches out towards Jacob. May I?
Cool. I didn't notice that, right? Just him?
No, just him. It was
okay.
Actually, let me check your passive insight. You know what? Actually, you did notice it.
Okay.
As did Kenneth. You all noticed when she pulled this map out, if you were paying attention, that something changed in her for just a second, and she was like a little scary.
Was it like nefarious?
Yes, it left you feeling not good, distinctly not good. In a way that makes you feel really good about trying to make an insight check earlier.
So it would be not a good idea to give her a copy of the map that I just so happen to have as well.
I mean,
So we have an extra copy. Is that?
Yeah, Xavier does have an extra copy of the map. It's not quite up to date, I don't think. There's been maybe a couple things.
We haven't had a short rest in a while and whatnot.
But there's, but it could be updated to match the map perfectly, or presumably altered.
All right, so I would know that he made the copy.
Yeah, you would definitely.
And I would know that his is probably less up to date than ours. So, Xavier, why don't we use yours?
Sure thing.
Her attention snaps to you, Xavier, and she fixes you with a smile.
And
oh, wonderful! I'd love to see it.
I slowly hand her the map. I'm watching her extra close this time around, though. I've seen that twinkle in people's eyes before when they've found artifacts and have betrayed others for it.
All right. So she examines the map for silently for 10-15 seconds, nodding, smiling to herself, and she looks up at you and says, "Excellent. I think I'm going to hold on to this. Thank you." And she starts rolling it up.
So was there anything that you could add to this map?
Oh no, it's quite complete. It's actually the most complete map of Schultz I think I've ever seen.
Oh no, I haven't that in a hot minute.
You insight that?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't trust you at all with that 22.
22 insight?
Yeah.
Yeah, this also seems legitimate. She seems like this is actually legitimately the most complete map of Jolt that she has seen. This is a really maybe the Aarakocra have one that could rival this, but they don't seem inclined to share it with her. If so.
Do I notice her eyes looking at a particular part of the map?
Make an investigation check.
Oh, you're falling for my trap again. 12?
No, you don't. She's looking all over. She's almost, she was scanning it almost. She looked at there was no part of it that was
her eyes didn't light up when she saw the maze or the or the Medusa's place?
No part. You couldn't really tell a particular.
Okay.
But she's rolling the copy up now and going to stow it in her desk.
Out of curiosity, while they're doing that, where is the most comfiest chair in the room? And what's in the immediate area around me?
It looks like the comfiest chair is the comfiest route is actually up here, towards this. And as you make your way over there towards the northern end and settle down into the route, you catch a glimpse into this cavern. Standing motionless are six humans.
Oh, shit.
Unmoving, unblinking, clearly rotting away. And in the darkness behind those six zombified figures, two larger, hulking masses. And I think we'll wait there. We'll see what happens next time.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, with that, I want to thank everybody for their participation, especially a very active chat tonight. Always appreciated. If you enjoyed and it's your first time watching, please hit that follow button on the bottom right-hand side of the screen. And then join us tomorrow as we begin the first episode for our new show, The Solar Patrol. That should be very interesting. We have a group of actors that will be playing various parts of good guys and bad guys in a world around an old style TV show. So if it sounds confusing, it's not as confusing as I'm making it, but you should come check it out. Maybe it is as confusing as I'm making it. I don't know.
Oh,
We'll
it's
find out
absolutely
tomorrow.
as confusing as you're making it. You're the
Yeah.
cogent
blast
description of
nonetheless.
this thing ever.
And then so that's 8:30. It's 8:30 to 10, right?
Sure. Until everyone rage quits. Dr. Twitch says until everyone rage quits, we'll play.
And then Tuesday we'll be back with Conan, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time. We missed last week's episode. Somebody wasn't feeling well, so we'll pick back up where we left off from 2 weeks ago. Then I believe the Billy F and Wildstar show. I think that we're gonna do Tiny Tina's. So that should be interesting.
Ooh.
Then Wednesday, Curse of Strahd, back to Barovia. As we see what these fortune-telling Strahdites are gonna, what kind of information they're gonna give us to continue on our quest there. Then Thursday, we're back in the Megaverse for Rift's Megaversal Mayhem, as the group will finish up their confrontation with the big fish god Callum. And Friday we're off. Saturday we have the start of season 2 of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Megaverse with Rifts. And then we'll be back next week, next Sunday, and you get to find out what is up with this lady. I think there's more here than we figured out so far, but we'll figure it out next week. So.
I was going to say she has more in the closet than the log cabin party.
Yep.
Sorry.
All right. Magic Voice, do we have a raid set? okay. So we'll delay a couple more minutes.
You had 25 jobs, Magic Voice.
And thanks to anybody
Yeah,
who was around earlier when we did the unboxing. That was a fun experience.
How did the unboxing go? I wasn't able to make it.
It was good. Obviously, I didn't want to like show the whole product, so I pulled out and showed all the different decks because there's like there's 8 decks. I remember now. 10 decks in here. And then I showed some samples of what some of the different cards were. So it was pretty cool. I took down the VOD because again, I'm not trying to share somebody's product all over. But yeah, a lot of people participating in it. So it's pretty cool. But Felix, did you want to talk about?
So raids, is the raid ready? Oh, okay. Dr. Twitch has worked very hard on this, and apparently he will cry if nobody watches. So, no, I will. Dr. Twitch, there are 6 players, which adds to the confusion. But we have a pre-roll for you, and tune in for the intro, if nothing else. It goes through Tales of the Solar Patrol is about a future that never was. And we got, like I said, a lot of people are going to play an actor who is also playing a character on a TV show. So we need a triple meta logo for chat. Is how it's going to work. So hopefully tune in, see how it goes. It's going to be a little fast paced, a little confusing, and if you like ultra pulp sci-fi, enjoy it. Bye bye, guys.
Shit.